when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Touch me, are you in it? Don't say what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up red. How
Welcome to the Challengers, or the LevelNext Challenger series, brought to you by LevelNext. This time, we're going to be featuring the talents up there at Providence, Rhode Island. We're going to be going to check out the Brown Bears, the Smash Ultimate Showdown. My name's Lauren, joined here by Dak. I've seen a lot of high-level play out of the Northeast region in general. I'm really excited to see what Brown University is able to bring to the table. How you doing today, Dak?
Doing fantastic, man. Happy Sunday. It's been a great weekend so far of some collegiate Smash. We saw some Wildcats action yesterday. Now, like you said, we're getting some Brown Bears action today up in the Providence region. A lot of Massachusetts, Rhode Island players. And, of course, historically, New England has been a strong region for Smash for years and years. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what these players have to offer. Not only that, they're playing in person this time, so it's really cool to get that perspective as well.
Yeah, man. Let's take a look at the bracket. Yesterday, we had the qualifiers for the Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown, and we now have our finalists. Today, we're going to be checking out the upper finals between Kaku and Stinzy. SA, I believe is how it's pronounced. They're waiting in the lower bracket finals. All best of fives, and the winner of that will be going on to the grand finals. I'm really excited to see how these three players stack up. I was checking out some of their play leading into production, just checking out the clean feed. These guys are definitely no slouches, and it's just a really cool time in general for Smash Ultimate, because I feel like we're undergoing something of a renaissance. If you follow competitive Smash at all, you know that there's a huge tournament going on this weekend, so it's exciting to see stuff like Genesis come back live and in person. We're seeing tournaments here at different universities, this time Brown University showing up in person. So Dak, I feel like Smash Ultimate is back in business.
It's weird because the game was played online, I think, longer than it was played offline, right? So now we're coming out of that era, so to speak. Like, sure, the pandemic's still going on, but a lot of players and events are happening in person now. So we're seeing that like evolution of the players who might have avoided the online era, didn't play on Wi-Fi, didn't grind out tons of Smash 3G online tournaments, and then you have those players who were grinding out Elite Smash, who were playing those online tournaments and reaping the benefits of that. So now that locals are coming back, everyone's gonna be able to get back together how they want to play, but the people who have been constantly grinding are certainly rising to the top. And it's interesting to see how that's panning out. Not only that, a lot of these players started playing during the COVID era as well. So now we're seeing, a new generation of players who came from that online era, and from the Brawl days and the Smash 4 days, a lot of great players came from playing All Is Brawl, came from playing Wi-Fi. So it's no surprise that a lot of these online and newer players are also, showing their stuff and getting good results too.
This is their opportunity. The next few months are going to be definitely exciting. As we jump into the Brown Bear Smash Ultimate Showdown, we have to give a shout out to our presenting partner, the Brown Bookstore. Legendary, iconic. Go ahead and check them out. Thanks for supporting the Smash scene here for Brown University. I think these guys are going to put on an amazing show. Also, a shout out to SIG, a financial trading firm headquartered in Philadelphia. They're looking for smart problem solvers who are interested in a career in trading or technology to apply. Please visit their website, sig.com. They'll get you squared away.
Yeah, and don't forget Aroma Joe's. That's right across from the Brown Bookstore on the corner of Thayer Street and Euclid Avenue. So if you're in the Brown area, go check them out. You can get fueled up for your locals, get fueled up for your Smash career. And Aroma Joe's, I mean, based off the name alone, I think that's already enticing enough to go check them out.
Brown Bookstore, again, is your one-stop shop for Brown apparel and gifts, as well as books, technology, and more. The Technology Center on the upper floor of the campus shop showcases the latest products from Apple, Lenovo, and more. There's also a full on-campus service center authorized for repairing all makes and models with on-hand staff to assist. So if you have any problems, you can go ahead and get them checked out. And again, thanks to Brown Bookstore for getting involved, showing that they care for the passion here for the Smash Ultimate scene for Brown University. And I definitely think we're going to have a great show on our hands here today, Dad.
Absolutely. And of course, if you are a big fan of huge prize pools and big plays, you got to check out the national competition for the LevelNext FIFA 22 College Championship. Registration is now open, and you got to register. There's $50,000 on the line there. $50,000 in the prize pool. It's a national title event, and it's open to all U.S. college students at four-year colleges. So if you're a big FIFA player, you want to get a chance at that prize pool, don't miss out. Register now at levelnextesports.com/sign-up.
Even if I wasn't a FIFA player, I'd consider it. $50,000 prize pool. That is absolutely huge. looking forward again, like I said, to the matches today. Last time I was on the Challenger Series, there's some really interesting characters in the form of like Piranha Plant. We had a Piranha Plant Ike Grand Finals. And as far as speaking towards the evolution and the future of Smash Ultimate, I feel like there are a lot of characters who have a lot of untapped potential. The meta has shifted a lot since the online era. Are there any characters, Dak, that you feel are somewhat underrated?
Underrated. Well, I know Incineroar has been making waves recently, and it's certainly a character. I believe there's 2 Incineroars in the top 64 for Genesis this weekend. A character that throughout Smash Ultimate's, lifespan has, I think, been pretty underrated. Hasn't been picked too much, but is a scary and explosive character. And I think now players are kind of catching on and how they can use that explosiveness to the, fullest benefit. And their kind of lackluster recovery hasn't been as big of an ordeal for those players over time. So certainly Incineroar, King K. Rool has absolutely been, a solid character that's risen up the ranks and still, I think, a bit underrated as well. But, again, we're talking about online Smash versus offline Smash. A lot of characters are sometimes a little harder to use online. You have the reaction time you might not normally, or lack of reaction time you might not normally have in an offline setting. We were just talking yesterday about like Pikachu, for example, is a character that really strong offline, but online still strong, but it's harder to get those links. Your margin of error is smaller. Your whiff timing might not be there, and you can't parry as well and as consistently. So it's a mixture of like characters who are now kind of rising up because they're underrated, and players are figuring them out more and developing their metas more, and it takes longer for those characters' metas to develop. But at the same time, you also have to contend with online connections and whatnot. Here, thankfully, we're playing offline, so that's not going to come into play, which is really exciting for me because I love, as much as I love casting online tournaments, offline is the tried and true way to play Smash. So we're going to see players not held back by any kind of connection.
Yeah, they're down there at the Brown University Esports Lounge, which look pretty nice. We have a player cam, so we can see some of the players in action. Pretty cozy down there. You bring up a really cool point about the evolution of the online to offline era, because characters do play very differently across those two fields. Pikachu in particular, I think, is kind of relegated to a more defensive role online just because there is a lack of reaction. So you're kind of more incentivized to use the Thunder Jolt and kind of use some of the more standard bread and butter, kind of like back air, up air chains. Whereas offline, you can go for more reads. You can find spikes. You can be more aggressive off stage. It's much more consistent to find timing with things like Thunder. So I do feel like there's going to be a pretty interesting shift where players who, as you pointed out earlier, there are some people who are in the competitive Smash scene who have pretty much only played online just because of everything going on the past couple of years. So those strategies that may be baked into their game plan, they may not hold up in an offline setting, and not only do they need to evolve as players, but they need to watch out for different things, and the meta is going to shift a lot as a result of that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for our first match here in the upper bracket finals. We're going to be jumping into that in just a moment, but I believe it's going to be Stinzy versus Kaku first. So these are Kaku is actually unseeded, so I don't know really much about them at all. I think they might have been playing Belmont throughout the bracket. Could be wrong, but Stinzy is a player who has been playing a lot in the Rhode Island events, in the Brown, Dartmouth, Harvard area. Has a bunch of top 8s in like the Smash Class online events and the URI Roadie Rumbles. So this is a player who has a lot of experience in the game, has played, hundreds of sets, so, hundreds of games, a pretty solid character pool that involves like Joker and K. Rool and Robin. So and I believe they're actually the 6th seed in this event as well. So Stinzy certainly have, earned their spot here. Kaku, kind of the I guess, the dark horse here, right? Like, we're not entirely sure what they're going to be able to bring to the table, aside from the fact that they've certainly earned their spot, not only making it this far unseeded, but still on the upper side. So excited to see what these two players have to offer.
Yeah, we're getting into the upper finals now, jumping into the winners finals for the Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown, and it will be Richter Belmont taking on K. Rool, Kaku, Stinzy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a Belmont, so it worked out. Yeah, and then we have the K. Rool as well. So we're actually just talking about K. Rool, which is love to see that. But You know, one of their most played, I think their second most played character here. And in this matchup, I would say K. Rool certainly can deal with a lot of what Belmont has to throw at them. Obviously, K. Rool, a huge character, has to deal with, you know, landing issues against Belmont, but already has the kind of intrinsic item play because of their cannon, because of their cannonball, so should be able to deal with the Holy Water, should be able to deal with other, you know, Belmont's kind of camping and spacing strategies here. And so far, things are pretty even.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see how this matchup plays out. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think this is going to be a really interesting challenge for Belmont, just because K. Rool obviously has the reflector, but I feel like they're one of the only characters in the game that has both a reflector and armor frames. So the timing of when to throw out the what?
Wow.
Okay, that's how we're gonna start things off.
And that's just already getting hot here on a Sunday afternoon for sure. So this is now, I mean, now here's the extra credit, right? And working from behind in this matchup is probably K. Rool's hardest thing to deal with, right? Like when things are normal and things are neutral, both of these players are going to be able to box each other out and do, you know, a lot of residual damage with their items. But when you're working from behind, Belmont just can continue to throw this wall out, and yeah, making it so difficult. And the X is going to combine for a second kill now, and now it's a 2-stock lead here. This is going to be a massive edge here for our Belmont player as they're going to start to stack it up.
The pressure is real right now. 93% on this final stock here. Cuckoo is putting in absolute work. Connects the back air, throws the axe from downtown. I believe that might hit. Oh no, the directional air dodge. The pressure is too great. Game number 1 in pretty decisive fashion. Going over to Cuckoo.
Yeah. That wall of projectiles right there was really hard to deal with. And, you know, normally as K. Rool, you really have to abuse your armor and kind of stay more grounded in this matchup. I still think K. Rool doesn't have a terrible time dealing with it, but if you're not entirely in control of the matchup, it can start to slip away from you really quickly. Like, you make a misinput, you get hit by the axe. You make a misinput, you get hit by the fire. So, like, you have to constantly regain stage control if you haven't already had it already. So, it's a snowball effect, right? Like, you can certainly stay in it, but once things start to slip away, it's harder. And then, of course, as a result, we're going to see a character change, and Stinzy now moving over to the Pikachu.
I'm not too surprised to see a different character show up here. Sometimes it's just better to kind of wipe the slate clean, go into the next game with a different perspective. Pikachu can definitely cause problems for a character like Belmont should they be able to get in. Nice down there, goes for the Thunder. Cheeky enough, near out of shield, Cuckoo on the response. Some much more fast-paced neutral interaction we're seeing here today.
Yes, Stinzy can afford to get in a lot closer because they can pancake under a lot of Belmont's moves, can approach and put on these multi-hits that K. Rool really does lack. So this is going to be a little more difficult for Kaku now in a situation like this, especially when we're offline, right? Like, Pikachu can be really precise, can get in there, can T-jolt if need be, but can be aggressive, which Belmont's not typically have a strong time dealing with.
The quick attack is going to be a huge problem as well. Interesting spacing there. Neutral get up just missing, as does the down smash. Stinzy goes for the offstage pressure, picks up stock number 1. That's going to be a problem for Kaku here.
Yeah, this is a solid lead here for Stinzy, who's looking a lot better. And not only the character change, but also just Kalos as well. So much more room to work with. Pikachu's going to stay alive a lot longer as a result. And you got these huge back air trains 4 in a row. That's massive. Oh no! Wow, Stinzy kind of SD in there. I'm not entirely sure. I have to imagine that was a misinput on the second part of the quick attack. But nonetheless, that's a huge breath of fresh air there for Kaku, who's now still getting hit, but now it's a lot closer. That was very difficult to get back here. But Stinzy now giving Kaku a way back into this game.
The mental fortitude has to be here for Stinzy. Shake that SD off. See the up smash attempt there from Kaku. They're going back to business as usual, and it does seem like a lot of that momentum that Stinzy had afforded themselves is starting to fade away here after that SD. Good up B, keeping the pressure off. Kaku trying to get set up on the zoning front again. Back air disrupts that. Stinzy's starting to find themselves back here in game number 2, though.
Ooh. Has to be careful getting too aggressive and giving up stage control. It's exactly what's going to happen. And once you start getting into axe territory, Pikachu's going to, no matter what size of the stage it is, Pikachu's going to die early to that.
The quick attack accuracy might need to be shored up here a little bit for Stinzy going into the back half of game number 2. Clean back air connects. Kaku back on the edge guarding front. Ooh, tried to get the side B into the axe conversion. Looks like they've done that a time or two before, but not able to connect it this time. Ooh, just
Damn.
off on the forward smash.
Yeah, Stinzy has the right idea, but the timing is just barely off, and Belmont can't entirely punish that. Again, close quarters, Belmont sometimes struggles, but this is as close as it possibly gets right here. Only 4% between these two characters. Big grab. Gonna put them in the air way too far away for a thunder. Oh, wow! It actually landed that down air. I have no idea how that interaction was gonna go. It goes Stinzy's way nonetheless, and now it's time for some extra credit.
I don't think any of the players had any idea that was going to go. Stinzy's like, wait, I'm alive? Oh, we take those. Okay. 170 on stock number 2. Down smash charged up, shielded in time. Stinzy trying to get some extra credit here. Up B out of shield, even on the high blast zone. Gonna be able to pick up that second stock.
Oh, but Kaku puts themselves right in the corner as this gets going. So Stinzy, a huge opportunity to edge guard here and make this ledge trap really difficult and just pile on the damage. Indeed, they have. I mean, look at this. Kaku could barely get back on stage, but Stinzy's been down there before. It has to work that Warflow. Has to be careful. Still, keeping this damage train going so far, Kaku is just struggling to get out and try to reset the neutral. And considering that they've been finding themselves on the ledge this entire stock, it's surprising that they finally got themselves back on stage and are able to do some damage.
Holy Fire setting up a potential play here. Back air to shield, shielded up. Kaku going back on the up B out of shield front. One axe avoided. Holy Fire waiting for him. Genzi getting on the offensive again. Up B out of shield. No punish. Drops down through the platform. Heads up play there by Kaku. Again with the edge guarding situation. How does Stinzy respond?
Kaku getting, fishing a little bit with those up Bs, but, clock is right twice a day. Broken one, that is. And oh, that back air is huge, and now this is super scary for Stinzy because another one of those back airs will certainly kill. An up B could certainly kill as well. They have to be careful they don't get locked down by this fire. The forward throw is just enough, and Kaku steals away that game 2 on Kalos.
We yeet these.
Whew.
Simon Richter was like, you look like a demon to me. I am sending you out of here. Also, a heads up, please be active in chat. We have some giveaways, some LevelNext gear, some hats, some sweaters to give away. All you need to do is follow the channel, be active in chat, and come away with some pretty sweet swag on top of checking out these amazing games that we're getting here from Brown University.
Certainly thinking of ways to get my hands on that hat and that sweatshirt. I'm gonna have to jump in chat real quick because, like I was saying yesterday, I love the color scheme, and I love that we're going back to Kalos here. Stinzy definitely knows that that was their game to lose, and they could certainly have made it happen. So they're gonna see what they can do. But this is now Kaku's set. They're gonna have counter pick advantage for the rest of the set, and that's pretty massive considering Stinzy's already kind of showed their hand.
Yeah, the psychology of leaving Kalos open is somewhat interesting to me just because it did come down to last hit, last stock with a pretty early SD. So Kaku's is like, I like what I saw here in game number 2. I don't feel like I need to make too many adjustments. This could give Stinzy the opportunity to get a game on the board then.
This is good. Oh no, again, the quick attack. I have to imagine they were trying to avoid all the projectiles at the ledge, but as a result, Stinzy finds themselves again, essentially SDing pretty early with this quick attack. We saw it last time on Kalos. We see it again here, and that's kind of been their Achilles heel so far. Kaku now, though, getting too dangerous below the ledge, and they will also pay the price, and now it's tied up.
The Pikachu elbow drop is super effective. Gets Stinzy back into the game, and the early combos are here. Kaku fights their way out, gets the down tilt. Neutral air off of the cross. Cool conversion there. You don't see that every day out of a Belmont player.
Honestly, I feel like Belmonts these days are kind of few and far between, but those kills certainly haven't been. What a setup there by Kaku, and now Stinzy finds themselves between a rock and a hard place here. They're way behind now in the series, and now with one stock left, Kaku's starting to stack it up a little bit. Stinzy has to be super careful on every approach. I mean, look at the difference. I mean, the beginning of this, when they changed over to Kalos and to Pikachu, there was so much aggression from Stinzy. Now, playing so much more carefully because they realize they can barely make any mistakes at this point in the game.
They are out of chances here. This is the last stock potentially of the set for them. Stinzy has shown signs of brilliance here. We'll need to consistently rack those together to see game number 4. Hold across will connect. Fire on the platform, restricting the options. The axes are definitely on point so far from Kaku. Back air, 105, keeps him in the game. Another hit, last hit. Okay.
Stinzy finally finding that X factor, but oh wow, that would have been such a sick setup. Holy crap. The cross backfire. But now Stinzy needs to get this going. A huge combo and then an offstage play could be enough. No, but they commit to the thunder. It's the back airs and the forward airs they want to be using to just get a huge string off stage. And Kaku realizes that, trying to create as much space they possibly can between themselves and Stinzy. And now it's up to almost one more interaction. This could be over.
Looked for the spike, got it earlier, not able to get it this time. Edge guarding has to be one of the options Stinzy's looking for here. Connects the dash attack, gets around the holy fire. Down air, punished with the weak hit of the forward smash, giving Stinzy a chance. Up B, that should be it. 207 after the hit. Yeah, that is going to be 3-0 in favor of Kaku.
Stinzy was bringing it back right there. We're going to see where they now stand in the bracket. Upper finals going to Kaku 3-0, so they bought their ticket to Grands, which means Stinzy versus SA in the lower finals to battle it out for second and third place. So Kaku going to be moving over to Grand Finals. Stinzy and SA now find themselves in a battle for second and third place.
Really solid performance from both sides. I think what we just saw was an instance where Kaku, I hope I'm saying that correctly, just looked really polished with their Simon Belmont play. And Stinzy definitely looks sharp as well, but sometimes when you play multiple characters, it can have some slip-ups where you're like, oh, I'm used to being like this, or I'm used to having this kind of positioning. And I feel like there were instances for Stinzy, especially on the SDs, where it was just like they weren't fully into Pikachu mode. Whereas maybe if they just started out the set with that, things would have went differently. But even so, very close games all 3 times. With that, it will be Belmont player moving on to upper grand finals. We're going to take a short break before we get the losers finals set up. Don't go anywhere. More action for the Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown ahead.
LevelNext is back, and this time we're heading to the pitch. Grab your controller, lace up your cleats, and get ready to score some goals, because we're playing FIFA 22.
This is perfectly placed. What a goal this is.
If you're a college student who plays FIFA 22, you're gonna love this. We have $50,000 and we want to give it to you. Registration runs March 29th to April 19th. And did we mention it's free to enter?
A masterful performance.
The competition kicks off April 23rd as players battle for the glory on their quest to the national championship match on May 28th.
What a lovely strike. Oh my goodness.
So if you think you're the best FIFA player in college, have what it takes to rep your school, register for a shot at glory and a piece of the $50,000 prize pool.
say when they see me pouring some more? Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your flight. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad.
Welcome back, everybody, to the LevelNext Challenger Series Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown. As we have our lower bracket finals ready to go in just a few moments. We have myself, Dak, alongside Hal, and we're going to take a look at that bracket once again. Kako and Stinzy going 3-0 the way of Kako. So we have Stinzy versus SA in the lower finals, waiting to see who will win that to take on Kako. Hal, how are you feeling after that first matchup?
Feel like Stinzy's gonna really come into the lower finals with a full head of steam. A couple of SDs over the course of games 2 and 3. The heart of a competitor, anytime something like that happens, in the moment, sure, you shake it off. But when that happens in the upper bracket, you have another chance to kind of redeem yourself and show yourself what you're capable of. I always feel like those players love to come back and just fire on all cylinders. So if I'm SA, I'm ready to play my game, but I also might be a little concerned that the proverbial brown bear in this case has been woken up here in Stingy.
We'll see, because unless I'm mistaken, I took a look at their PG stats, took a look at their smash data. I believe SA is actually 12-1 against Stinzy in tournaments sets they've played against each other. Stinzy has an 8% win rate against SA, of course, the other way for SA here. So 12-1 favored for SA in these matchups so far, and a very strong Pokemon trainer in their own right. Also has some experience with Bowser, Rock, Pyramith, or Sora. Plays a lot in these similar tournaments in the Brown, Dartmouth, Harvard, URI area. Plays in a lot of the same tournaments like Smash Class Online, like URI, Roadie, Rumble. So this is a matchup that these players have seen themselves in many times, and so far it has favored SA. So we'll see. Will Stinzy be able to get a little, one back here in this lower bracket final?
Stinzy's looking pretty sharp here so far. Smash added shield will be able to pick up stock number 1. SA showing the proficiency with Charizard. Drops in with the neutral air, gets the jab also. Presence of mind to get the shield on the crown. Stinzy with the advantage state. Goes for the down tilt. Tries to suck him in with the blunderbuss. Doesn't connect that time.
Now they're kind of working from behind here, of course. SA stacking it up, but with having this Charizard out, K-Rool's not going to be able to kill us early with their grab confirm kills. Getting really low there, looking for these back airs, but SA certainly knows that's coming, and just trying to establish stage control here as safely as they possibly can, avoiding these crowns. So far has been 50-50 there, but Stinzy doing their best to try to keep SA off the ledge, but it seems like almost every single time, SA is able to figure things out and get back on stage.
SA's doing a great job of preserving the life of this first stock. You see them kind of run up, get an attack out of shield, but the forward air sends them across the stage. Squirtle comes out for but a moment. Ivysaur looking to get the zoning game going. SA is in a really good spot here to get another stock lead. Sets up the jab.
It's going to be difficult for Stinzy because you really don't have to go Squirtle at all as Pokemon trainer here. Like, both Ivysaur and Charizard get the job done against K-Rool. Yeah, that down air is going to spike K-Rool every single time. And then you can just stay Ivysaur, rack up the damage, and the second you start to hit into red percent, you just change over to Charizard, and you make it even more difficult for Stinzy to get back into it.
And he's tried to get the up smash just off on the spacing there, and SA is really demonstrating why they know how to handle this matchup. Up smash just misses. Stinzy's really swinging for the fences here on some of these options to try to get themselves back in the game, but it seems like SA is aware of that, and it's just kind of biding their time and then taking the chip shots that become available to them.
Yeah, we saw that in the previous set with them as well with their Pikachu. We started to see them get a little heavy with the Pikachu forward smashes. Like, they know, like, they need a big play to get back into this. But a lot of the time, some of the best things to do here, nice confirm there into the up smash. One of the best things you can do is not like start to fish for big plays and just let those little plays stack up, right? Like don't let the kills come to you. And Stinzy now finds themselves super low here in this situation. SA, though, getting comboed a little bit, getting strung to the edge of the stage, and now Stinzy's starting to find some momentum here. This is an opportunity for them to get back in.
One more down throw, and Stinzy's going to be dribbling this Charizard, getting themselves back in. Up smash, not going to be able to do it just yet here in Pokemon Stadium 2. Crown punished with the forward throw. SA, again, advantage state. Waiting for the return to stage. Stinzy mixing up the timing, hangs out for a little bit. And the punish off of the shield. Time and time again over the course of game number 1, deck. I feel like we just saw SA kind of bide their time and get a punish out of shield. In that instance, we saw the parry into the forward tilt. Just great patience there on display from SA.
As we move on to game 2, be sure you are active in chat. Make sure you're following the channel. Get your hands on that awesome LevelNext hat, that sweet LevelNext sweatshirt. Looks dope. I love the color scheme. It looked great on you as well. So make sure you get in on that giveaway. I believe we're giving away 2 of each on the stream today. So make sure you jump in there.
Game number 2, change of scenery. Not a change of character, though. Stinzy's committing to the K rule. I think that they played game 1 really well. It's just a matter of watching the out of shield options. SA was able to get so much value with things like up smash out of shield with Charizard. If Stinzy watches out for that, I do think we can see the series get tied up here.
Yeah, a lot of that from that previous game was Stinzy jumping from ledge and forward airing. So that's, perfectly conditioned. You're waiting for that to come and like, all right, I'm going to parry and forward tilt with Charizard there. So now, Stinzy really has to be careful of not getting too predictable coming off the ledge. But so far hasn't had to worry about that just yet. A lot of this fight has been taking place above and below the middle platform here. And you can see SA, even despite having the dominance in the set so far, has been playing carefully, trying to create space. Especially that's what you want to do with Ivysaur. You don't want to be contesting with the armor of K. Rool. You want to be throwing Vine, or you want to be throwing Razor Leaps. You want to be getting, a lot of that residual damage done from a distance, so you can set them up for kill percent when Charizard comes out.
SA is really getting value out of respecting the options the K. Rool has. Clean forward air running off stage, catching Stinzy off guard, picks up a stock lead somewhat early here in game number 2. Nair Clash sets up an advantage state here. Not able to get the punish off for the air dodge. Stinzy again swinging for the fences and sends one over the wall this time. Only down 20% now.
Yeah, nice call out there by Stinzy. SA's trying to get the back throw there to force K. Rool off stage and get the ledge guard. That's a great way to get damage on them. So they just call that out, get the forward tilt through. And immediately that Squirtle goes away. There's no point in facing that matchup. You have 2 better matchups to work with here. But again, you're looking for grabs. There's the Vine Whip, and then you're just throwing out Razor Leaves, getting them all nice and tenderized. A big kill at the ledge. And now SA, another huge kill to make it 2-1 in stocks.
SA again showing that the low recovery against Ivysaur can be bad for your health. Stinzy down on their 3rd stock now. Up smash connects, and there's a response. SA racking up this low percentage combo. Charizard play is looking clean right now, Dak.
Yeah, this is now super hard for Stinzy, because now okay, again, I have to get a big play to get back into this, and SA wants them to come to them every single time. They're asking them to step into the doorway. And SA now has full control, a full stock lead here, and just going to stay on Charizard as long as they can. Looking for an up tilt that's going to get shielded. Stinzy shouldn't be able to kill off this, and they don't. They get the sour spot of up smash there. That's a big opportunity for SA to establish stage control. Indeed, they will. No jump from the ledge, but the flamethrower catches it nonetheless. Looking for the up smash, doesn't land. Grab combo. Oh, and they're too early with the up air. And the back air punish from SA to take Stinzy right off their feet. A 2-stock victory in game 2. And now SA looking for one more game victory to move on to grand finals.
Saw Stinzy on the player game. He's like, just run it back.
Yeah.
He's like, just get me back into the game. I really feel like Stinzy is just being very aggressive with some of their neutral options, and SA is just waiting for an up smash out of shield, grab out of shield, just allowing Stinzy to give SA opportunities to be aggressive, and I think a slower, more methodical pace would do wonders here in game number 3.
And I was talking about the history between these two players. I was looking back at the bracket just now between Game 2 and Game 3. Stinzy was actually the one to knock SA into lower bracket. So I think that might have been their second set win all time against SA. But it's interesting now that Stinzy had won that in, I believe, winter semis. For now SA to come back and to be in full control here. I wonder if there might have been a different character used by SA in that matchup, and now they're going to their tried and true Pokemon trainer. But nonetheless, things have completely changed. Stinzy had won that one, but now SA is going to potentially win the one that matters, especially now with the huge lead they have not only in the series, but now a pretty substantial lead they have here in the first stock of Game 3.
There's a lot on the line here. First and second place are coming away with some sizable prizing, to say the very least. So there is a lot to consider here. Stinzy on potentially their last opportunity to make it into grand finals. Ivysaur hanging out on the ledge. Charizard comes out to play now, looking super effective with the back air. Connects. SA gets themselves a stock lead.
When we talk about prizes, yeah, first place $500, second place $200, third and fourth will be walking away with a $100 Brown Bookstore gift card. So all these players will be walking away with something, but now you're looking to get a little more money, a little more bang for your buck here, especially as you move into first and second place. And SA is smelling the money and smelling the blood in the water here, as they are taking control of this Game 3, looking onward to grand finals. And Stinzy keeping things close, but has to get this kill soon. And they do.
And is able to do exactly that. Only down 64%. And rising now with a heavier character that could be less of an issue. But again, we're seeing triple-digit market crossed over here. SA is just able to put on at-will offense, it seems. When they want to get aggressive, they are finding these hits.
Oh, and Stinzy just, yeah, not going off stage whatsoever to contest against his Charizard. It wouldn't be the safest thing to do, but at this point, that's something you might have to look for in the up smash on the landing for SA. Find Stinzy lacking, and now they're going to stack it up on this last stock here. Stinzy trying to keep things close, and they do so, but this up smash off the down throw. I mean, at this point, just go for the forward tilt, get the guaranteed damage, and the up smash might not have even killed, so at this point, you got to make sure you're getting your guaranteed damage and getting your licks in. Ooh. Oh, the down air comes in. It's a weak hit. And for going too low, they pay the price. And SA goes down somewhat early there. An opportunity potentially for Stinzy to come back.
Stinzy has been afforded an opportunity. Down air almost ended things outright. Not able to connect this time. SA applying further pressure with the Ivysaur. Good in air from Stinzy. Drops down through the platform. Gets the suction. 38%. Good spot dodge, forward tilt shielded up. SA back in the advantage state. Crown becomes a factor. And again, the options out of shield paying off here for SA.
Oh, nice job. Again, the forward tilt's at the ledge, making it so difficult for Stinzy to come back safely. Looks for the outward smash, whiffs. And now it's just how can Stinzy keep them on the ledge long enough. They have to get the kill here. No, and just goes way too ham there for a down air. And SA easily gets by it. Up smash will whip off there as the cross up comes through. But one more for good measure, and SA will take the series 3-0. Back-to-back 3-0s here as we'll take a look at the bracket once more as we head over to grand finals. It is going to be a rematch here. I'm sorry, it's going to be SA versus Kako as we have our last two players here. And of course, we do want to be thanking our sponsors here that are making this showdown possible. So let's take a big thanks here over to Brown Bookstore. They're the proud presenting partner of the Brown Esports Smash Ultimate Showdown. It's your one-stop shop for Brown apparel and gifts, as well as books, technology, and more. The Technology Center is it's located right on the upper floor of the campus shop, and it showcases the latest products from Apple, Lenovo, and more. There's a full-on campus service center authorized for repairing all makes and models. Anything you need to get done, the on-hand staff is there to assist you.
Thanks to them for keeping everyone up and running. Also, a shout out to SIG, a financial training firm based out of Philadelphia. They're also looking for problem solvers who are interested in a career in trading or technology. Want to get involved? Head over to SIG.com. Find out what they got going on over there.
Absolutely. And of course, we want to throw down here for Aroma Joe's. If you're over near the Brown Bookstore area on the corner of Thayer and Euclid Avenue, you'll find Aroma Joe's where you can fuel your next Smash local. You're trying to get energized before you head into the bracket. This is the place you want to be.
Thanks to all the sponsors lined up now for grand finals. We have, after two 3-0 victories, it's going to be SA climbing their way up in the grand finals to take on the Belmont player, Keko. I think we're going to have some fireworks here, Dak. I'm excited, man.
Super excited, and I cannot wait to get into it. So I'm sure all of you at home watching, or maybe you're there at Brown yourselves, I'm sure you're ready to get into it as well. So don't go anywhere. More of this LevelNext Challenger Series Brown Bear Smash Ultimate Showdowns coming your way on the other side of this break.
LevelNext is back, and this time we're heading to the pitch. Grab your controller, lace up your cleats, and get ready to score some goals, because we're playing FIFA 22.
This is perfectly placed. What a goal this is.
If you're a college student who plays FIFA 22, you're gonna love this. We have $50,000, and we want to give it to you. Registration runs March 29th to April 19th. And did we mention it's free to enter?
A masterful performance.
The competition kicks off April 23rd as players battle for the glory on their quest to the national championship match on May 28th.
What a lovely strike. Oh my goodness.
So if you think you're the best FIFA player in college, have what it takes to rep your school, register for a shot at glory and a piece of the $50,000 prize pool.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it, see what I see in it. I'm typical, messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your flight. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Touch me, are you in it? Don't say what you see, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, babe, I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your flight. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, bet. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone,
Welcome back to the Level Next Challenger Series, the Brown Bear Smash Ultimate Showdown. After 2 insane matches, we are now here at Grand Finals. It's going to be Kako taking on SA. SA coming in from the lower side. Dak, we have had some impressive plays so far, man. I am hyped up for Grand Finals.
Yeah, man, just looking at the bracket, it feels like we're speedrunning through it, but as we've seen, these have been close games, right? Like, it hasn't been just complete stomps. We're seeing really good play from all 3 of these players, but in the end of the day, there can be only one winner, and we have our top 2 here. Kako has been incredible on the Belmont so far. Their side mode is looking great, and SA's Pokemon trainer has been extremely solid. I can't wait to see this matchup.
I'm curious to see if those are the 2 characters that we will see. Kako in particular definitely looked like a Belmont specialist. There was one game he was charging up the up smash like 15 seconds before it finally connected, just clean stuff all around. But I thought we saw something in chat where someone said that we could potentially see the Rob, and they are here. It's Robert, the robot, taking on Kako's Belmont.
Yeah, SA, again, one of those players with a really deep character pool, has the Pokemon trainer, has the Bowser, has the Rob, has DLC characters in the back as well. And the Rob is certainly a character that, you were talking about this earlier, right? Like, when you want to deal with Belmont, you just kind of camp them out and give them a taste of their own medicine. Well, Rob is certainly the character that can do just that. So, not surprised that they're going to have a more solidly campier and projectile character user out of Rob here from Kako, from SA. So, Kako now has to kind of figure things out against this new matchup here.
There's a lot of wisdom to switching over to Rob here. Rob, as a character, has all the tools necessary to cause a lot of problems for Simon, and yet Kako picks up stock number 1 with a cleanly thrown axe. Drops in off the Holy Fire, not able to get the up B conversion there. SA finding themselves down a stock here and trying to find a way in game number 1.
Oh, huge. Nice pick up there, the string. Not only to get damage done, you can see how Kako's using them to get stage control back, to get, regain some distance and also hang around that Pokeball in the middle. So I really love that from Kako. Like, not trying to completely overextend for damage, but realize the most important thing here is to make sure they're not on the ledge as long as they can be, to make sure they're grounded against Rob, who can juggle Belmonts really easily. And Kako so far playing this extremely well, has now established themselves with almost a full stock lead here against SA.
Yeah, I really want to point out Kako's positioning here. When they have control of the stage, obviously, as a Belmont, you're going to set up on the ledge here and just throw the kitchen sink at your opponent. But even when SA has the center stage, Kako's really hanging out under the platform to limit a lot of the approach options that SA has on Rob. So it's just allowing them to be super defensive and really limit the approach vectors that SA could bring to the table here. Excellent positioning here from Kako.
Kako's making it so difficult for SA to get back up from the ledge too, especially Rob being a bigger body. You're expecting use that to kind of stuff the stop or the return there, and the recovery way too low there for Kako. But so far, I mean, when SA's been backed into a corner, Kako's been able to stack up so much damage. Rob being a bigger body, sometimes when you're forced to jump, you're almost guaranteed to get hit by something. And Kako, again, with the, oh, look at that! The combos off the cross, landing back airs time and time again. And of course, recognizing that roll in, the up B almost confirms it, but now SA is letting this slip through. This is extremely difficult to come back here. Almost a full stock lead, or 2 now, for Kako.
Patience there from Kako, avoiding the down air. SA trying to steal a stock to get back onto even. But at 149, even with Rob, you got to feel like they're running out of opportunities here to take some of these larger hits. But the
Ooh.
Do not forget about it. You're up, you're out.
Yeah, and don't forget, by the way, we do have that giveaway still going on here as we get into the latter portions of this tournament. We still have an opportunity for you to be active and follow the channel, because that'll give you a chance to win these awesome Level Next apparel items. You got your hat, you got your hoodie. Don't forget about that. And yeah, don't forget about how crazy this game has been going so far.
We've seen some impressive plays so far, Dak, but I think one of the things I am most impressed with right now is Kako's ability to punish incorrect guesses. I don't know what the statistic would be, but it seems like anytime someone guesses wrong against him, he's racking up 40 to 50%. And it is just adding up and creating situations where he can just kind of hang back and really play the Belmont game. And that just further exacerbates the problem for their opponents. It's been cool to see.
We have a character change here. So I said going back to the Pokemon trainer. which we've seen in the previous set. Kind of moving off of the Rob, which at this point I think, you know, you don't want to be wasting any games here. Remember, like, SA has to reset the bracket. You don't want to burn another game with a matchup that really did not go your way. But I'm actually surprised that, I guess I'm not super surprised, because you would think maybe you'd have the Ivysaur come out a bit earlier to try to, you know, decamp.
Oh,
but
no.
oh no, they buffer an air dodge in the corner. That's awful. That Squirtle, though, is maybe your opportunity to get in on Belmont, but Kako is just so precise with these aerials, all these projectiles being thrown here. Even if you have the Squirtle out to combo, I mean, you're still getting hit. No matter what size your character is, Kako is just hitting you with precise, precision and accuracy here in a lot of these attacks.
Something I can say with confidence, Dak, is that holy fire at the ledge to create that situation where SD came out, that is no fluke. Kako's done that plenty of times, and it's just business as usual right now. Again, a stock lead, racking up the damage. SA feeling that Squirtle's the play here, gets the parry at the ledge. Leech will get up the option here. Dash attack, pushing Kaku back into the advantage state. SA's not about to give that up freely, though. They've got to make something happen here, Dak.
Oh, looks like they've got plans after this tournament. Oh, huge! It's still getting some damage in, but Essay, a big down air. That's exactly the big play you need to, like, not only get yourself back in the game, but to mentally kind of start feeling yourself a little bit. Here you can see Essay starting to stack it up and keep Kako in the corner. A huge forward air. The up B will be able to get back with another down air to stop. That's huge! Essay, a massive play, back to back. And now all of a sudden finds himself in the driver's seat here in this game two.
Say is in the zone right now. Look at the player cam. Did not move a muscle off of that incredible edge guarding. Gets themselves back into the game, enjoying the stock lead. The axe just drops off before he can connect on the Ivysaur. The forward throw at the ledge will even things back up, but SA has come to life here in game number 2.
Still not over just yet. Kako can absolutely still take this, and SA would certainly want to, because, you know, this is certainly one of those situations where you make such a big play. If you don't get this game now, that's like a mental boom. Like, you all of a sudden like, wow, I still couldn't make it happen. So this is crucial for SA, not just in the count of the games, but how they'll go into game 3 regardless of what the score is. Kako certainly has to have that in the back of their mind as well. You can see they've slowed down just a little bit, now starting to whiff a little bit here and there. SA is just really playing aggressive to not give Kako the opportunity to just wall them out.
We're seeing here, Dak, is one of the first instances where Kako's really had to consider a plan B. They're just not really able to play their game right now. SA maybe has cracked the code here. So no matter how this game ends, they have to feel confident about their ability to turn things around, but be on the ledge, just the roll, forward tilt for the punish. Kako setting up on the ledge, no holy fire conversion there. Directional air dodge off the Charizard flip, and we're breaking out the flare blitz now.
Yeah, just trying to get out of dodge as quickly as they possibly can. But that's a double-edged sword. Charizard might be able to survive a little longer, but you jump from the ledge, you're a big body, and you're going to get up smashed. A huge target, and Kako places their sights on them to take the second game. SA with an incredible return there on the second game, but unfortunately it still wasn't enough. They were able to get back in with 2 quick kills, but Kako quickly and very immediately evened things up, and with that even playing field, they're able to take the second game, and now they are on game series match tournament point here. One more game and Kako will be your champion.
I think Kako visits the Brown bookstore pretty often with those types of reads, man. That up smash off the ledge, rock solid play here. Kako 1 game away from putting it away, come away with first place.
Yeah, I don't think they need the gift card, right? Like, they've been there enough. They want the full prize. They want the full cash prize there. And remember, SA would all, you know, regardless, second place walking away with $200. It's still a solid amount, but $500 for first place. The $300 money match right here, essentially. And Kako is certainly smelling that. They want to get their hands on those bills. And SA still sticking with the Pokemon trainer. I can't blame them. That matchup certainly looked a lot better than the Rob did, and honestly, it could have gone either way.
I mean, it affords you a ton of versatility. The most dominant we saw SA in that game was when they did switch over to the Ivysaur, and the edge guarding was just really on point from the down air conversions and everything else. But the Squirtle's also doing some work as well. I think we're going to see Charizard less and less, like maybe at a high percentage situation, but that is just a huge target for the whip, axe, and cross to connect with.
You know, SA really when they're playing at their best, and I think what's really been pivotal for them to stay alive in this is when they're not respecting the cross or the holy fire, but they're grabbing it midair, or they're using forward air to knock the cross back instead of just sitting in shield, which is what Kako wants. So unfortunately for SA, you have to do that consistently. Kako doesn't have to commit, but that's a really huge way to keep yourself in the game. Is to not just respect it, not just sit back or sit in shield, but to proactively throw moves out to try to reflect those attacks back. Still though, Kako in full control right now, making it super difficult for SA to get back on stage. Another back air, very precise. And this has been huge damage, a second one in a row, landing off the platform, and SA finds himself with just 2 stocks left.
Kako is locked in right now. Clean back air combination sets up the stock lead. Holy Fire also doing some work. 43% on this large target. SA feels that Charizard's the play.
Oh, no.
Flex Blitz gets interrupted by the Axe Holy Fire, and it is an absolute barrage of projectiles going SA's way right now.
You can tell SA wants to land that forward air as close to the blast zone as they can, but at this point, they might be shooting themselves in the foot here. The Flex Blitz finally lands, but at what cost? They took even more damage now, and Kako could certainly set up a kill here. I think, you want to stay to the Squirtle and the Ivysaur more. As much as Charizard might be able to kill a little earlier, like all this damage and such a huge target, yeah, that's playing in Kako's favor almost every single time. So now SA, a full stock deficit for them. They have to bring things back. One more stock alive to stay alive in this tournament, even have a chance at resetting the bracket or staying alive in this series, let alone a reset. Kako, though, they're smelling the victory right here. They know this is their game to lose, and they want to do it with another 3-0 in a series to take this entire tournament.
2 full stocks to play with. The big X factor here for SA kind of has to be the edge guarding. We saw them do absolute wonders in game number 2 with that. They're going to need to try to get Kako off stage somehow, but with the stage control so firmly in their hands, it's going to be something of a challenge. Holy Fire gets punished with the forward air. Clean forward smash will connect. Kako mixing up the timing, rolls on. Empty drop forward air, pushing SA back.
Nice grab. SA really calling out Kako on a lot of these grabs, but knows what has to get done to go in there. And you see the upbeat comes out early to try and contest that down air. And of course, as a result, they're way too far away from the ledge. Now it's SA. Has to stay alive. The Charizard give him a little more HP here, but how much longer can they survive the onslaught?
It's down to the evolved fire type, seemingly. SA 145% has to stay as heavy as they possibly can. That's a big target. Forward throw, yeet! Good DI there, keeps SA back in the game. Oh no! The streams are crossed.
Yep.
And the Axe connects a solid 3-0 victory. Kako comes away in first place. Incredible job. $500. Not a bad way to spend one's Sunday.
Look at that. 3 3-0s in a row, and Kako grabbing 2 of them. They will be your LevelNext Challenger Series Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown champion. Grabbing that 500 first place, as you mentioned. And incredible plays by all these players, especially by Kako. Simon was looking extremely clean. I would be extremely scared to fade them. And yeah, it was an awesome tournament to see. Congrats to all these players. They played phenomenally.
Amazing job to those 3 players that we're able to showcase here today at the Brown Bear Smash Ultimate Showdown. Again, a huge thanks to our sponsors, Brown Bookstore. Go ahead and check them out. You want to head down, get your tech, any tech problems you have, they can go ahead and get you squared away. They got a full staff on hand, ready to assist. Thanks to them.
Absolutely. And of course, we also want to give some shout outs here to SIG, financial trading firm. They're headquartered over in Philadelphia. SIG is looking for smart problem solvers who are interested in a career in trading or technology. So if that's you, how about you go and apply at their website at sig.com. Check it out and see if you can get in and join the team.
After a crazy set like that, I'd want to head over to Aroma Joe's right across the street from the Brown Bookstore. Go ahead and get your coffee, man. Up there in Rhode Island, that's how you do it. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Brown Bookstore, SIG, Aroma Joe's. Incredible stuff all the way around. I'm really glad, Dak, that we had an opportunity to showcase the talent there up in Providence, Rhode Island. Some really solid play, man. The Belmont, I'm always impressed by high-level Belmont play that can consistently limit some of the weaknesses of that character. The recovery was only exploited a handful of times, and I think that's just a testament to how rock solid we saw Kako approach their neutral options, man. But all three players that we saw today did an incredible job all the way around.
Yeah, Kako, SA, Stinzy, all certainly proving that they're some of the best players in their region. I'm glad we got to see this awesome Brown Bears talent come out, the Providence region talent come out here, because they certainly are players that you want to, you know, keep an eye out for, and maybe we'll see them at some larger events in the future. But with that, that is it for us here at LevelNext. This was our Challenger Series Brown Bears Smash Ultimate Showdown event. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a great weekend.
LevelNext is back, and this time we're heading to the pitch. Grab your controller, lace up your cleats, and get ready to score some goals, because we're playing FIFA 22.
This is perfectly placed. What a goal this is.
If you're a college student who plays FIFA 22, you're gonna love this. We have $50,000 and we want to give it to you. Registration runs March 29th to April 19th. And did we mention it's free to enter?